Welcome to the Pretty Loaded Podcast. In this episode, we'll discuss situational awareness and how it will play a role in your personal safety plan. I'm Scott Wild, and along with your host, Beth Warford. And also joining us in the studio is one of the Pretty Loaded team members, Kristen McKenzie. How are you guys?
Great.
Great, Scott. Thanks.
Excellent. So let's start with, what is situational awareness and why is it important?
Okay, so situational awareness is basically the foundation of personal safety.
Okay.
It focuses on conflict avoidance, and it is going to be the awareness all around you. So your immediate vicinity, and it's 360 degrees around you. So in front of you, beside you, and behind you. It's the people, places, and things around you.
And something that's going on all the time.
All the time.
Okay. So why is it so important when it comes to the personal safety plan?
Well, it's really important when it comes to the personal safety plan because, again, you can focus on conflict avoidance.
Okay.
We think the best fight is the one that you are never in. So if you're aware of your surroundings and what's around you and potential threats, you can avoid them instead of being confronted with them.
Okay. Where did the concept of situational awareness come from?
It was actually developed in World War II by the U.S. Marines.
Really?
Yeah, to keep them out of trouble.
Okay.
And to know when there was a potential threat and what levels they should take.
When it becomes part of your safety plan, this is something where you're looking for escape routes. You're looking for, again, how to avoid the conflict, right? Put yourself in.
Yes, actually, it's color-coded. So there's 4 different colors. There's white, yellow, orange, and red. And we can explain this more in a later episode, but you should always be in condition yellow.
Really? And what does condition yellow versus white versus,
White is actually when you're completely distracted, unaware, you're into your own surroundings, and you can't do anything for yourself.
So maybe you're texting, you're talking on the phone, you're walking while texting.
Okay. So that's actually a condition white?
Right.
Oh, I thought that would be a red.
No.
Really? Okay. So can we maybe we should walk through the colors.
Okay, so we just talked about condition white.
Okay.
So then condition yellow is really what we would like you to learn to live in.
Okay.
So condition yellow is basically you're aware of your surroundings. You can be somewhat relaxed, but you're not on your cell phone when you're out in public. You're looking around and you're scanning everything that's going on around you.
Wouldn't this affect just about everyone on the planet right now? Because when you walk through the mall or you're out in public, that's all people are doing is looking at their cell phones.
Absolutely.
I mean, we are so distracted right now.
Mm-hmm.
I never really thought about it that way.
And the predators and the criminals and the pickpocketers, they know this. They know that Americans are distracted. That's why it's so easy to pick out targets.
So is this why crime is on the rise? Because maybe the technology is actually kind of pulling our mind away from what we should really be focusing on?
I think it's one of the reasons.
Okay. So that we have white, we have yellow. What were the other two? Orange and red?
Yep.
So what are those?
So orange is the next one. So orange is when you maybe see a potential threat.
Okay.
So an example of this would be maybe you're walking down the street and someone yells something to you from across the street, or someone's coming at you quickly and making you nervous.
Okay.
So in condition orange is where you need to kind of have a plan, what you are going to do. If you can escape or get away, again, we always suggest that. But if you can't, you have to come up with a plan B.
And is this what you teach in your situational awareness classes? I mean, when you come up with a plan B, is this something that you have to have kind of pre-planned in your head, or how does that work?
You do need to have it pre-planned in your head, and we really teach mindset. And if you know what to do if a stranger is coming up to you and asking for the time or for advice, this is actually called the interview. And this is something that happens right before an attack. And so we come up with all these different scenarios, and we teach our students this is potentially what could happen to you before something bad. So they go over verbal defenses, escape routes, all sorts of things.
Wow. I mean, that is intense when you think about how innocent it could start, right? And how they really sort of maybe use something as simple as time to get in the door.
And it always is innocent because the predators don't announce that they're about to attack you. If they did, more people would get away.
Right.
Right. Well, the smart predators don't.
Right.
So condition red, what is that?
So condition red is basically when a threat is upon you. You're going to have to employ your plan B.
Okay.
So this is where you're going to have to do your verbal defense, your self-defense, or employ some kind of hardware like pepper spray or your gun, whatever you choose to carry.
Okay. Will some look at this as being paranoid?
I think some people do, and some of our students say, well, wow, I'm really noticing a lot more, and wow, I'm looking and that guy is kind of creepy. And, maybe in the beginning they feel like it's paranoid, but we feel that it's better to be safe and paranoid than have something bad happen to you.
And I think on a more positive note about just being aware, if you're not on your cell phone, maybe you can look at the clouds, you can look at the sky. I mean, you can see beauty in everyday life. It's not just about worrying about if someone's going to come at you. It's really about, living more fully in your life every day. So I think it has added benefits.
Yeah, it's about helping, a pregnant woman, who's carrying a child, or you're at a restaurant and somebody starts choking on a piece of steak.
Mm-hmm.
You're not so into yourself. How can you go help them? It's about being a good Samaritan also.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. Just realizing what is happening around you. So the mindset is really to not necessarily eliminate them all, but just to make yourself more aware of your surroundings so that you are better prepared. You know what you have as options.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
If someone's listening to this and they want to know more information about situational awareness, what are some action steps that they can take?
Well, actually, they can look at us online, or they can attend a class.
Okay.
If they're not in this area, they can find a class in their area that teaches about situational awareness, or any type of self-defense classes. We recommend highly.
So you'll have a list of classes on the website. What's the website address?
The website is prettyloaded.org.
Okay, and you'll have a list of classes that you have available. So if there's not a class in your area, could someone ask you questions about maybe some of the classes being offered in their area and have you maybe do some assessments and answer some questions about what types of classes they should be taking?
Absolutely. They can email us at empowered@prettyloaded.org, and we will be happy to answer any questions.
So we got the website at prettyloaded.org. You can always email at empowered@prettyloaded.org. What other ways can they contact you?
We have our Twitter page. It's twitter.com/prettyloadednd. And we also have our cell phone number. You can call us anytime, 701-484-6306.
And then you also have a Facebook page as well.
We do. It's facebook.com/prettyloadednd.
Excellent. Well, Beth and Kristen, thank you so much for taking just a few minutes to at least start the discussion about situational awareness. I think it's something that's important. And if someone wants to learn more about the color codes, things like that, attend a Pretty Loaded class, find more information. I know that you're planning on having a lot of this training online in the very near future.
We are.
Well, we would love to hear from you. If you have questions or ideas for future shows, enter them in the comment section below or on our Facebook page. Again, that is at facebook.com/prettyloadednd.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you.